This has been such a pleasure to be here, as I said last night at the end of the show. In fact, I'll start with it this way. For many years, people asked me, what are the most enjoyable things in barbershop, or what should a barbershopper do once he's joined and never ever miss at least one opportunity to do this? And I said, well, I can think of several. One is attend Harmony College was one of them, and I said that week out of your life is absolutely unbeatable, and so that was my number one. And my number two is probably, well, attend an international barbershop convention. That's something that one shouldn't miss. So those were the number one and two. In those days, we had our headquarters in the Barbershop Harmony headquarters was in Kenosha, Wisconsin, and the headquarters was an old 100-and-something-year-old mansion right on the shore of Lake Michigan. And it was just a marvelous old building that was left as an historical building in the town, and the Barbershop Society went to great lengths to keep it that way and to keep it as a museum, as it were. And I said one should never miss going to see headquarters at one time in one's barbershop life. Of course, we've since sold that building. The historical upkeep began to be a little bit too much for the finances. Yes.
Over here, 100 years is not old.
I know. Having visited with many of you and stayed overnight in some 300-plus-year-old, I should have qualified that. Yes. Of course, where I live in California, 100 years, puts us almost not a state yet, or something like that. You had to speak Spanish by then. So visiting Harmony Hall was the third one. During those years also, the society, Barbershop Harmony Society, had a singular charity that we would support, and that was called the Institute of Logopedics. How many of you remember being around when that was, we had the song, "We Sing That They Shall Speak." Logopedics was a place there where handicapped children who had any kind of speech defect or speech impediment could apply to and come to, and it was a live-in situation. And we picked up that charity obviously because we sing that we raise money for them to learn to speak. And visiting that institution was the number 4 that I had on my list as something every barbershopper should do. We later on didn't need to continue supporting that charity because the school systems in the States had taken on that job of teaching handicapped children of all kinds as part of their school system charters. So the Institute of Logopedics eventually said to the Barbershop Harmony Society, "Thanks, we love you. You've supported us these many years, but we don't need your money anymore." Okay, so we went and supported ourselves through Harmony Foundation. And now we support Sing America and Sing Canada, which obviously goes to support school music programs and scholarships for school musicians and all of that. I don't know do you have a similar charity here of some kind for school music or anything like that? Certainly has been wonderful for us. Harmony Foundation has been a primary reason for the growth of barbershop among, in fact, the largest single age group growth in the Barbershop Harmony Society peaks around age 22. That's the single largest group coming in because of the support of Harmony Foundation. That just works well. So that was the 4th one, and it's gone away, and Harmony Hall has gone away. But before they ever went away, I had to add a 5th one, and that was in 1989 or 8, John, something like that. The Babs Convention was in Harrogate, and I had the opportunity to come over here and spend a couple weeks visiting several clubs and ending at the Harrogate Convention. So after the Harrogate Convention, and of course one of the most stunning things that for me was to walk into the venue there in Harrogate and see that in front of me, for the entire width of the whole lobby, was a bar. So I said to myself, well, the Brits sure know how to keep the bar in barbershop. So, but the convention was so warm, and woodshedding all night, and teaching tags all night, and doing all of that stuff just said to me that I have to come back to the UK every once in a while just to get another fresh bit of how barbershoppers should be and how they should live. And so I want to thank you again for that. That's my number 5 on the list that every U.S. barbershopper should do, is come to this convention. We should sing. We should sing. Yeah, let's stand, and I can go up here.